Welcome back. We're still talking the BBC launch of Pidgin, and Dumebio Sadebe was concerned about the launch of a new language program, Pidgin, and as against neocolonialism from the BBC and all of that.
It's the media industry or the media space is a democratic space, and therefore the BBC is very happy to work with media partners. It's a space where we can all bring what we have to bring, and it's for the audiences to have a choice. It's all about choice. We offer that to the audiences. If they like what they get from this channel, they come to this channel. If they like what they get from another channel, they go to that channel. But what I really want to emphasize here is also our relationships with media organizations in Nigeria. We're not just coming as the BBC, we're coming to have relationships and partnerships with media organizations in terms of either content creation. Channels TV is a key partner for us, or in terms of training opportunities, skills sharing. So it's a kind of it's an opportunity for skills transfer, you know, and if you see, and job opportunities I mentioned as well, because we're recruiting from across the region, Nigeria, Ghana and Cameroon, so it's also job opportunities. It's an investment opportunity where I mentioned our multi-million pound purpose-built digital innovation and production center here in Lagos, you know, so it's a real win-win, I think, for both Nigeria and the BBC.
Now, Festus Akimboyewa says, Pidgin is spoken in most African countries. It makes sense for BBC to launch Pidgin to widen its base.
Thank you. I would endorse that very much so. And that's precisely the reason why we chose Pidgin as one of the languages when the opportunity for the investment came through the British government. We looked at which languages will have the widest reach, and Pidgin is certainly one that has a real spread across West Africa, Central Africa. It's a language of unity, it's a fun language, an expressive language where you can really express our African concepts, you know, and just really, you know, I talked to one university student in Cameroon, I know, you know, and this lady said, I just love Pidgin because it is just sweet meat for belly. And that's the thing about Pidgin.
Ifonwasa says this is taking the conversation to the grassroots and bringing the grassroots to the world stage.
Absolutely. Which goes back to the point I was making about we don't want the image of Africa to continue to be what it's traditionally been, especially in Western media, about, told by other people. This is actually Africans telling their own story in their own words, capturing their own society in the way they see it, not in the way that other people see it. But I also mentioned that we also will bring the world to the young people in Africa and just kind of help them to make sense of the changing world around them, what it means for me and so on. The core business that the BBC is in, of course, is providing impartial, independent and balanced news. So we'll have that at the core of our business, but we'll also have a well-rounded editorial offer which will give young people opportunities of really understanding what else is changing in the world, science, technology, health, sport, entertainment, etc., and what are the opportunities for them, business opportunities and so on. What are the opportunities for them and how can they take advantage of the changes in the world to transform their own society right here on the continent.
Just before we let you go, you mentioned some of the languages. You talked about Igbo and what's else? Yoruba.
Yoruba, that's right.
Are you also thinking about the other countries in the Horn of Africa? But let's look at the Igbo and Yoruba for us here in Nigeria. How would that work out? Would there be another lunch, or are you going to do more recruitment?
Yes, and I'll be back on Channel TV talking about Yoruba and Igbo, as well as our House of Service, which, as you know, has been in existence for many, many years.
But that was on the radio side.
That started on the radio side, but part of this new investment has also gone to transform it. So you can find bbchausa.com online as well as Hausa TV. So, it's transforming, improving what we have, traditional media, and I know you talked about a young audience. Yes, with this digital service, we're targeting young audiences, but we haven't left the traditional audiences either. We're still there on those platforms, on the radio, on TV, but also moving towards where the younger generation, the next generation are, so that we have an approach, a strategy that kind of targets different strands of the society to be able to serve different age groups in the population.
Well, all we can do is just wish you all the best, and we look forward to listening to your programming, which you say is 24 hours.
Online, that's right, bbcnewspidgin.com.
It'd be interesting thinking of what you're going to put in 24 hours, all in Pidgin.
I challenge you to go on the website and see, in our Facebook and Instagram accounts.
That will be interesting. Go online, people, and get back to us on Twitter or email or whatever, and let us know what your experience is. If you enjoyed the programming, let us know. And the ones that you enjoy the best, also let us know. And the ones that you can't stand, let us know as well.
Absolutely. All feedback welcome.
Pidgin English. What do they talk be say? Make you go website, go check this program when they talk. So this is when they start. So make you tell us what you think as they take the door. If you like what they talk or how they take talk on. Because these BBC people, they not to know Pidgin English as they talk. They say they don't catch on now. You don't talk on now. So make you go look at where. When you don't look at Pidgin, you go tell us what you see.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bilikisu Labaran, editorial lead, BBC Pidgin.
Wait. Bilikisu, no one talk your own.
I can talk now. You want me to
Oh dear. This girl has gone to learn Pidgin from somewhere. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Alero. Thank you, Neota. Thank you.
Good. Sunrise will be right back to continue with another conversation.